All right, Red.
Hello.
Red, oh, where'd you grow up? Where are you from originally?
Fuck, I'm from everywhere. Sam Gabriel, Pasadena, Ontario was most of my childhood. Las Vegas, Compton.
And tell me
That
about
was
your
most of my childhood.
tell me about your family. You had mom and dad?
Yeah, my mom was German. My stepdad, he was white, and I have my real dad, Creole and he's Creole, and so I was mixed. I'm mixed with black and white, basically.
And you identify as what?
Black,
You do.
absolutely. It's just natural. It comes naturally to me.
Interesting.
My blood. It is what it is.
And how would you describe your childhood?
It was. I was not sure. Yeah.
Not sure of what.
A lot of things growing up. I just didn't understand. I was a nervous child, and I was an embarrassed child. Embarrassed. Yeah.
Of what?
It's crazy because I think of different moments. I don't know, of myself, I think, or like looking out of place when I was a child. Seriously, like putting long socks with sandals on used to pissing me off when I was like 5 years old. So I used to be embarrassed because she would make me go to school. And my hair was short. I would either have a fro or a short haircut. She didn't know what to do with me. But I look back now, it's like, it's cute. But I was like lost, like what the fuck?
And you finished high school?
I finished college. I got my associate's degree.
Oh, you did?
I didn't actually finish high school. I just skipped that and went to college because I had my son at an early age, and I just, I was 15 when I had him. So I started going to college and working at that time.
Yeah. And so back to your childhood, I mean, no crazy abuse or anything like that going on?
I was 12, and I got raped by two guys. One was older, one was younger. They kind of held me captive or hostage, you know what I'm saying? Pretty much, I was a virgin, and so it kind of.
This is at 12 years old?
Yeah, I was 12, so I didn't know how to fight back, you know what I'm saying? And so somehow, man, they take me back to this apartment, and some guys came in like a couple hours later. This is like a movie, and they came in because they seen us earlier. We're younger, they were older. And my friend ran out and told him what was going on because I was there for like 12 hours by now.
Who was younger, you and?
Who?
You said we were younger.
Me, well, I was younger. Me and my friend that was there.
Oh, you had a friend.
You know, yeah, but they were, 13 and 14, already having sex and shit. So here I am, this naive child. So that was that, and some guys came out of nowhere and fucking got me out of there somehow. And I ended up going home, and that's all she wrote.
So some guys came in and saved you from?
Yeah.
How long were you held?
Me.
How long were you held?
I was there. I was like, it would seem like 12 hours I was gone.
Wow.
I was supposed to be home at 8 at night, and I didn't go home until like 8 in the morning. I walked home, yeah. That was in Ontario. Yeah. So Ontario was kind of whack, and then we moved to Vegas. And they didn't like me there. So I was always fighting. I'm always fighting. I'm a fighter.
You're a fighter.
I'm very defensive. So yeah, I'm a fighter. I can be a lover, but I'm just defensive.
Do you have kids?
Yeah, he's 26 now.
26.
Yeah, he lives in New York. He got his degree in Fashion Institute of Merchandise.
Oh, great.
Yeah, he went to FITM. He's smart. Smartest cat I know.
You raised him?
All by myself.
Good for you.
Basically, until I got married, but from 15 until like 20, yeah, that was my kid. I was responsible. I had to be. But I was going through some weird shit. I was always in abusive relationships, you know what I'm saying? But no matter what, I still came out standing. And my son would still be right there with me. No matter how many bags we had to carry from the Greyhound to fucking, and the little boy was strong.
So 15 to 20, you were raised him by yourself.
Yeah, and just going through hell.
And then you got married?
And then I got married, and That's all she wrote for like 14 years. I was in a relationship.
Yeah.
He was wonderful. He's a great man. He has and had my back. He's just, we were young, times changed, people's mental changed, and it just didn't work, Plus it was good timing that we separated because I had to go take care of my mom before she passed. Yeah, I was there every day with her. And then the day I decided to go out, she passes away.
Oh,
Fire
yeah.
department calls, yeah. Yeah. Same thing happened to my brother.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, my brother was my everything. He just got killed in like 2017. But that was my ace.
How'd he get killed?
Gang banging and dope dealing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was good at it.
So you ended up in the streets too.
Yeah, we was out there. Me and my brother, we feel like, I guess we probably, I don't know, we had to, every man for himself in our family, you know what I'm saying? And rest in peace to my parents. I'm not saying they bad people or anything, but we didn't really learn a lot from them. We learned a lot from the streets. And that's how me and my brother, ended up having the same type of like mental. And, but yeah, he was gang banging and a good dope man. They loved him. And he was a youngster.
So you're working, where do you work now?
I work, I hustle. Yeah, I hustle. There's no shame in my game. That's how I get it, It's good because I meet different people every day. I meet some good ass people. God brings people into your life for a reason. And it's not that I'm just sucking a dick or giving up my pussy. I have to sit there and we have 3 and 4 hour conversations. Yeah, it's just, you learn something new every day. And these people are good people, That it seems to me as if anybody I do meet or, have a date with, because that's what I'm doing, and I do it well, they always come back. It's a one relationship, you know what I'm saying? And it's friendship. And yeah, I meet a lot of good people.
So you make connections.
Absolutely.
Because you can speak so.
Perhaps.
You're a good
I don't
communicator.
know.
No, you're a good communicator. So.
Yeah, excuse me, my stupid ass mouth. Yeah, this happened from a nigga knocking my teeth out.
When this happened?
Shit, like three months ago. And he was my friend. And I'm gonna talk about it because, if he feels a certain kind of way, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? I still look like this. You can feel whatever you want, but I look like this.
Streets are rough, right?
Right.
You've had other things happen to you?
I'm like I said, I'm defensive, so I'm always on the defense mode, and I think I can just whoop the world. Yeah, I feel like I can't be touched for some reason. You know what I'm saying, in my mind. So like I said, I'm always, people misunderstand me or whatever it is, but I'm always getting into it with somebody. I've probably had like 5 or 6 fights within the last year, which is pathetic. I'm 41 years old.
How did you first get into this line of work?
I learned early that, before I had my son, when I was like 13 or 14, that, men, when they come see you, they have to bring you something, bring you some. That's, how my dad did when he came to visit. He would come see me, and he would come with stuff. So I'm like, oh, this is how it works. Yeah, and then so when somebody would see me, because I was always a cute child, you know what I'm saying? But as growing up, I'm not being conceited or nothing, but this is, I've always been attractive to people, and yeah.
So you learned early on that men will bring you gifts.
Yeah, so fuck a gift, I want some money. Now I want some money.
Money's a gift.
And I learned that shit from, what is it? Is it real shit? It's either, yeah.
You've been doing this for how long? Since you were a teenager?
Off and on though, but I've been in relationships, you know what I'm saying? So
you took a break for a while?
I guess if you call it a break, it's not like, it probably is my first job of choice. I was gonna say it's not like that, but it probably is though. Sure, I could be doing some. Did
you have dreams of doing something else with your life when you were young?
I don't know.
You just
What the
you
fuck?
started
I
at
have
12,
no idea.
13.
I didn't know what I wanted to be. I'm a Pisces, so I was confused. I didn't know which way to go. I'm like, shit. Yeah.
What is it? What does this lifestyle do to you? Do you get?
It makes, look, I haven't really been in no bullshit, except like when I told you when I was 12. But being in this, because I was an escort in Vegas at one point, you know what I'm saying? And then I just do my independent work. Look at trying to flip my wig. But I learned, like I said, I meet good people, but I'm not bragging about it, because who wants to fucking suck a dick all motherfucking day long, you know? Shit, it's nothing to brag about, but I do it well.
Do you find this work?
And people are happy.
Do you find
when
this?
they leave
Yes.
me.
You get a lot of return customers.
No, absolutely, but I'm just being honest. It's nothing to brag about. Of course, I want to be that lady in the red suit with the skirt and the fucking red jacket and her fucking Afghan dog with the long hair and her fucking Mercedes, getting out the car trying to sell this $1 million house to these people. That's reality.
Do you find this work degrading, or do you find it builds up
It's
your
so
self?
degrading.
Is it degrading?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is, if somebody says that, look, I have to play a part, and I play my part well. You know what I'm saying? So it's degrading in my own mind, because I know I'm what I can do, but shit, this is what I do, and I do it well. So I'm not really hurt by it, or, you know, like the norm. You know, they probably think I'm crazy, but it's just something that it's just what happened. It's just what it's for me right now. It's what it's for me all the time, because if it wasn't this, I'll be a nurse talking to people, you know what I'm saying, or whatever else kind of job I had. I'm talking. I'm getting to, you know, yeah.
And where do you stay now? You have your own place, or you're in
I'm
hotels?
staying in, of course, hotels. I've been staying in hotels for like 3 fucking years, and you just don't realize how long, dog, you've been out there. That shit's crazy.
Tell me about staying in hotels.
It's so fucking foul. Like right now, like my friend just came over talking about, you're in a motel, but I'm like, hold up, this is not a motel. I was like, this is an extended stay. What do you mean? Like, like that's my house, shoot. And I've been doing this shit for months, and it's that shit's expensive, and it's pathetic that I just don't take time out to go and find me a fucking real house. You know what I'm saying? I've been there, done that, but being in the streets and what I do, I don't want to miss nothing.
My viewers, and even I, am mystified as why none of these girls will get an apartment.
Why what?
Why none of the girls that are working like Figueroa Street will get an apartment. They all seem to just go night by night.
You just live day to day.
I mean, I understand it could be a place for you to do business sometimes, but
no, all the time,
of them,
pretty much. That's how we
live. A lot of
live.
them don't even do that. They just have it separately from where they sleep.
Yeah, no, I don't. I make sure that my shit is presented well too. So I'm gonna get what I want.
Getting an apartment just doesn't happen. Why? Because your credit,
because my credit, and just me taking the time out. You know, to take time out to handle business. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, there's something
That's
about
what this should do, because you don't want to go and stand in a line at no fucking DMV. I be wanting to pay people to do that shit for me. I got, you know,
there's something
money
about
to go make. Like, that's just pathetic.
There's something about this lifestyle that's just very. You just wing it. You're constantly winging it.
Absolutely,
You're
but I
winging
wing it well.
Yeah, but like in terms of like having credit and having.
God, that shit is barely.
An apartment.
You have to know somebody. We
Everybody's
have to know somebody.
Everyone's just flying by the seat of their pants on a daily basis.
You just want to hope you know somebody.
And your hours are typically what? You work through the night?
24/7. It's some days that I
it's crazy
forget
how like
that I went through 3 days.
It's crazy how like on Figueroa Street, the busiest time will be from like midnight till like 7 a.m.
Absolutely. That's because, you know,
especially like between 4 and 7 a.m. is the busiest time of the day.
Right. So some people can't make their own decisions on what time they want to go outside. So, but I can. So I'll be outside 24/7.
Yeah.
I'm on my phone, really.
if you're driving Figueroa Street at 9 o'clock at night,
I've seen it.
There's nobody there.
I've seen it.
But then at 6 in the morning.
So it'll be perfect for me to go on Figueroa at 9 o'clock. I'll be the only one out there.
You ever worked with a pimp?
Never, kind of, not really.
That's a good answer.
He wasn't pimping me. He was my friend. Yeah. He
Yeah,
was
well,
my friend.
they're always
Never picked on
boyfriends,
me.
and then they're
But when I met him, he never went against me, spend my money on me. He did me good. I know it might sound crazy, but I've had people that, it's been, brothers out there that, want to fight me or hit me upside my head and shit because I won't give them no money and shit. Like, I go through that. Often, apparently. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard. You want to fucking choose up.
and so drugs are a part of your life.
Most definitely, that's the only way I would be doing this.
So the drug addiction drives your.
It makes me want to go get some more money.
Yeah, right. It's not like you're in love with
It's not just for the drug addiction, because I get that shit for free. You know what I'm saying? But it's the drug that makes you want to just go. Whether it's, going to go water somebody's grass or whatever you're going to do. You just go, That's our thing. That's what we do. We get dressed up, smoke to go outside.
Your drug
and go.
is crack?
Crazy. 41 years old. Yeah.
Crack is your drug?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
And that's it's a cold addiction. It's a cold one. But you can call it what you want. All that shit's an excuse. Addiction, whatever, habit, hobby,
Yeah.
lifestyle. Enjoy it, perhaps, and not ready to quit sometimes.
Do you think a woman was meant, doing this kind of work is okay for a woman?
No.
But what would you say to a young girl who's thinking about doing it?
Go to school. I mean, what else can I say? Go to school, get a fucking education. Think of a business that you want to come up with.
It just seems like it'd be hard to, love is an important part of a human's life, right? And
love
in
is
this.
the worst emotion to have.
What's that?
Love is the worst emotion to have.
But it's also the best.
If you get the best.
It can be painful, and it can be the most wonderful thing you ever experienced. But I don't think you'll ever experience it by doing this kind of work.
That's crazy.
Very rare.
That you think that. A lot of people use the word love.
Yeah, I mean, it has very different definitions for different people.
Yeah.
But what was the best example of a loving relationship you had in your life that you ever saw as a kid?
That I ever saw as a kid?
Yeah, like your parents or.
My parents didn't talk about shit. They act like everything was, they spent $800 on vacuum cleaners and shit when we needed school shoes.
Was there anyone you saw that
They did not. I didn't see them do anything, but I've seen cheat, deceit.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I've seen, from, my mother, rest in peace. Yeah, most definitely. But, I've seen abuse with within my family household, but another family's. See a lot of shit.
Yeah. So are you lonely?
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Even though you're
absolutely
meeting lots of people, you're still lonely.
Even though I have friends that I feel responsible for. I don't know why. And even if I don't even know if they're my friends, because I thought my friend was my friend when he did this. But so I'm not even all the way right, but I look out, we all, and, so I keep those type of people around me. Because we're going to, and it's not like good influence. It's crazy. That shit's crazy. But it's what I choose. These people are good people. Those are my people. I have them around me, so I'm not lonely.
What is the most misunderstood thing, in your opinion, of girls that do this kind of work?
That they have no. The misunderstood is that we don't want to do this forever. That's what's misunderstood. Mm-hmm. But it might be in us forever.
Yeah, it's interesting. A lot of the women I'll talk to will say, I'll ask them, do you like the guys that pick you up, the tricks? And they'll say, no, it's just we're doing it purely for the money.
Well,
but they won't get out no matter what.
Times have changed.
Are you addicted to the life?
I'm addicted to, yes.
Fast money?
Yeah. Yes. Which is, because I used to work and wait for a check every fucking 2 weeks. But yeah, of course, that's all it's about. Because when you get it, you spend it, and you get it some more, and you get it, and sometimes it's exciting here, and it's scary here, and it's anger here, and happiness here. But we all just steady doing something. It's crazy.
You would describe
This is like the longest I've sat still. Where I'm paying attention.
Yeah.
Because my mind is always on where am I going next.
Yeah.
I pay $1,000 a week where I stay at.
Right.
That shit's hard. So bitch gotta hustle harder. Especially, when you're paying $1,000 a week. Shit.
You would describe
I gotta
yourself.
set up dates all day.
You describe yourself as a hustler.
Yeah.
And
A
everyone.
hustler, because hustle means you're hustling. You're
Figuring out ways to make
trying
money.
to get. Yeah, you're gonna get it. Hustle means you're gonna get it, regardless of what. You're gonna get it. This is how you're gonna do it in your own mind. So this is when I wake up. Oh, I gotta hustle.
Yeah, but is it hard to live in a life where the tricks, the pimps, even the cops, everyone is a hustler? All the other girls on the street.
Absolutely.
It's just everyone, even the motel managers are hustlers.
It's a, what is it? What am I thinking? It's hate and a battle every day. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of corruption. Like everyone's a snake.
Most definitely. We all have it in us.
What was the best time of your life?
When I had my son. Well, after I had him, because he was an ugly child when he was first born. So no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, when I had him, he was the best. That was the best fucking memory of my life, and continues to be the greatest thing that ever happened to me.
That's great.
That cat is a cold cat. He's a good, smart. He's a good cat.
And what was the worst time of your life? Worst thing you ever been through?
When I was 16, I had a boyfriend that used to beat. This outbeats the rape when I was 12. This cat used to beat the shit out of me, drinking when he would drink, and man, that moment in my life was. Yeah, I remember my heart like beating like fiercely at times. You know what I'm saying? Like that moment in my life was a cold moment. I learned a lot from that cat. That's the reason why I'm a fighter, is because of that nigga.
You been in love before?
I think I have. I mean, what love was, what I expected love to be, but it didn't last long. It never lasts long.
Yeah.
I'm in love with my son. Shit.
Yeah.
Like as him be my son, that's my ace. I love you, son.
And your tricks are respectable guys, or tell me about your
For
customers.
the most part, I mean, you get one, depending on the type of chick you are. You know what I'm saying? It's what how you get treated. You know.
Do you turn down some guys?
Okay, so we just don't go there. I listen to people's story. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you could look, but I still, I feel like I have a cold energy. I can feel whether it's a good or bad situation. I should be able to. Shit.
Your intuition guides you.
Yeah, it should have. Since I was 12, I knew, so I have good intuition, I think, and because it's been good. But some people are mentally fucked and don't, and so you got to just be strong. And sometimes like when I used to work on the street, you got to be aware of who you're getting in the car with, because you still never know. Even at the end of it, you still don't know. You know what I'm saying? That shit's crazy.
It's a crazy kind of work, because you have to adapt to this guy's personality and then that guy's personality and then this one.
Yeah.
And they can be so drastically different, right?
Most definitely. And sometimes you'll see something in somebody that you didn't expect, but most definitely, you got to play your part.
That's the hardest part.
That shit is a
Maybe
hard part.
That's maybe the second hardest part of this job.
Most definitely, because
is adapting to all these different personalities.
right, and all these different bodies and stuff.
You get asked to do crazy stuff without a condom. And stuff like that?
Absolutely. What? With yes, these people. I mean, people are different.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different people out there. I don't knock it. Hell, I'll embrace it for the right amount of money, but there's some weird things that go on.
What would you say is the most important lesson you've learned in your life?
That my lesson is I know what to look out for. My other lesson is if you don't expect anything, you won't be disappointed. I learned that.
All right,
So I'm always disappointed.
Thank you so much for sharing your story.
Thanks.
Very nice getting to know you.
Thank you.